Hey guys, I'll be right back. Gotta do YouTube, you know what, if I if you need me. Okay. I'll do more. Uh-huh. Oh, I gotta plug you guys in. You're so far away. You're so far away. I did. I gotta plug you in real quick. Oh, that piece of pizza was so good. I haven't had pizza in so long. Been a while. You know what song just came to me? Uptown Girls, living in an uptown world. Uptown Girls. Okay. Uptown Girls. Hold up, buttercups. Good, sorry, never got your text. I said watch out for the teeth the last couple weeks. I think my wisdom teeth are growing in and my jaw and gums hurt and the back of my teeth hurt and blah, 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 blah. I almost wish the girls had their wisdom teeth out when they were younger. Like me, I had them out like when I was a teenager, my sister a teenager. You know what I mean? So, I don't even have a scrunchie. So, what up, buttercup? Yeah, I just almost wish, because like they're getting older. The insurance company probably would have paid for it when they were younger too. Because now it'll come out of mass pocket. Which is whatever. Yeah, I think it's just easier to like heal, you know what I mean, when you're younger and stuff or whatnot. But tis is what it is. I'm living in an uptown world. Yes, I changed my name. I changed it because we need change, right? So I work with karma. I heal karma. I got lots of got lots of gifts, right? And until I figure out what I end up doing next and what route I go, I'm going to work with astrology because I love astrology. So we're going to work with transits. So we're going to do that. We're going to do that. Okay? Get this fucking story off the board. It's like, it'll always be this story. Year after year, month after month, we'll constantly tell ourselves, get the story off the fucking board, right? But I am a healer, okay? And I work with tarot. So we're not going to have happy-go-lucky all the time and this and that. There's always going to be setbacks. There's always going to be karma. There's always going to be shit to heal. I am a healer. Get it? So you want that upbeat and non-drama, but like, well, that became too much drama. But you guys know what I'm saying, especially my OGs, been here for a long time. You know exactly what the deal is with that, right? And everybody comes into this world with karma. The only way to grow and evolve is to push through karma. So I can't keep reading the same stories over and over and like, why aren't these people fucking pushing through karma? I'm not going to hold their hand why other people push through karma anymore because it's not beneficial enough. So with that being said, who are you letting in? I don't even want Max in here. You swap one? Do you swap one for the other?
Yeah, you want to? They're both out here.
Oh, perfect. So, what is that? So, yeah, we're going to switch it up. And again, I love astrology. And I never throw astrology into shit. And shit's been telling me for like a while now to go in that route, especially for those who are like on my Patreon. Yeah, notice I'll be like, oh, Sag. And it's like been happening a lot. And then I was like, oh, well, that's clearly a sign, you know, because we're working with transits. So I'm gonna switch it up. I'm going to switch it up and go the astrology route with you guys. Besides, there's so much to learn with astrology. We work with energy. Energy is planetorial. Our energy comes from planets, the universe, the ground, the atmosphere, the aura in the dirt, the ground. Everyone thinks we just have our chakras and our own aura. No. That's why they say it's so important to walk around barefoot and grounding and certain stuff, because you're getting that from the earth up, you know? So there's so many meridians. And I love working with energy too, but I think teaching energy is a little like, maybe it's not. Astrology can be just as difficult. I do feel like it might come naturally to me, though, even though I'm going to have to do lots and lots and lots of research. I don't think like that much, you know, as long as I know the basics. And I have the basics. But it's just like any other gift that I have, right? With past life stuff and knowledge and certain stuff that's going down. So I'm going to switch it up. Not right this second. I want to read with the Egyptian cards and stuff. But as we go into 2022. That's what we're doing. That's what we're doing. So it's about time. My Christmas was good. Thank you. So there'll always be stuff on the board. It is what it is, guys. I'm a healer. There's going to be always karma on the board, always karma to work through. No matter what stage in your life you're at. Your first pentacle, your second, your third, you don't get an exemption because you're older, or you're too young, or you're a wicked good mom or a wicked good dad. Like, no. It doesn't work that way. So we're going to do that. Y'all ready for this? So it's going to be a lot of work keeping track of that shit. But it's going to be more beneficial for all of us. It's going to be more beneficial for me. It's going to be more beneficial for you. And that's the whole point of tarot. Kind of give you a little bit of a heads up. And technically, I don't like working with the future like that. And it's probably because the whole nervous thing when it comes to prophecies and stuff like that. But, certain transits do out a year or so. Last a little longer. With with things now with Capricorn, it hasn't even been in this transit since 2009, I believe. And it's like, I touch base on stuff with you guys like here and there, but I remember in the last couple months, like I said, it like while stepping out of an 8 to 12 year cycle, whether you're with somebody for 30 years or something, like it doesn't matter. There's still cycles, and this one's been long. So we haven't had this transit in 10 years, long time, so lots to talk about, lots to discuss. And I just kind of want to get a feel of like for you guys, like we'll touch more on like romance, we'll touch more on like business. Cause like I said the other day, it's like spirit's been talking to me. Like there are certain transits when it comes to politics and business and money and love that are just better than others, So I will give you heads up on all that stuff. So that's what we're going to do. That's what we're going to do. And I printed when I was at work. I've been working on this for like a couple weeks. When I was at work, I took each one of you guys' zodiac and I broke it down for the year. I had to go back and forth. Not easy. I haven't really been working much the last couple weeks. I've kind of just been like, it's in the back of my head, but I've been like using their ink. Somewhere in my chart, I must have like the cheap side. Somewhere in my chart, I must be a little cheap because I've been taking advantage of that ink. Oh, and I also got like the indicators for like sexual attraction. Guys, we can go so many routes with astrology. So that's what we're going to do. That's what we're going to do. But what I did, and I think I'm going to kick the year off with something like this. It's like your whole year. You know what I mean? Of like things like you're going to have to work on. Like for instance, okay? Aries. All right. House 1. Areas of expansion in 2020 for Aries: healing, mental health, privacy, personality, body image, physical vitality. So you got spirituality, privacy, mental and emotional wellness, energy, vitality, protection, self-confidence. Some of the lessons Aries are going to be dealing with in the next year has to do with your social life, your wishes, and your dreams. But the thing about this is you're going to have to simplify this. And this Aries doesn't really simplify shit. Okay. So it's going to go down with your happiness, your goals, your social life, your friendships, right? And that probably won't be easy for all of you because of the transits beforehand, how you're stepping into the new transit. This is a massive universal shift with transits. Like there's no avoiding it, just like 2021, you couldn't avoid karma. And some people are still dragging their fucking feet. Okay. So that's just an example. Okay. But I think it was last week. Was it last week? Let me flip it. I just printed off like the 2022 calendar and stuff. So I'm like, and I was doing this personally for me, like as I was looking at my natal chart again and kind of like reviewing it. And it makes like for Cancers, and when I mesh Cancer, when I mesh it with, you know, the house of finances and business and certain stuff like that, I'm fucking dead on. It's exactly where I'm at and what I'm going into. So astrology, it is, I can't stress enough, like we'll get into it more, but if you can grab your life path number and start really knowing a little bit about your chart, it's going to be able to help you. It's a given. Emotionally, physically, mentally. You know what to work on, what not to work on. Stuff you're putting effort into that you don't need to put effort into. Take that energy and put it somewhere else. You know what I'm saying? So, that's how we're going to kick the year off. And I've been saying this since day one. I almost started YouTube doing astrology. And I got pulled more to tarot. But maybe I needed to know how to read that energy first. Maybe that was just like something I needed while I pushed through my lessons and my karma and my shit and where I'm at today before I could really go into astrology and break shit down for you. I needed these experiences myself. You know what I mean, jelly beans? So that's what we're going to do. You know? So I'll figure it out. You know? They do go hand in hand. But I can't stress enough, like, if I'll give you guys like certain websites that I use all the time because it's important for you to go back to 2021, you know, because I believe certain websites will keep that energy up for a while. Go back and read over what it says and then sit back and for a minute and be like, oh shit, I experienced almost all of that. And the things you didn't experience is karma and lessons that you didn't want to push through. There's a whole section I have for you guys when it comes to lessons in karma. So we have every aspect, we have every propensity within our charts. So, you know, of course I can do, you know, Mercury in Aries, Mercury, yada, 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 yada. And they will be, they're going to be similar, but they're going to be different because it depends on your lessons. So I'm going to take your lessons for the year. Like I'm going to combine certain things that are like most important. And it's not going to be like repetitive. It's going to be more educational and more helpful for you guys. You know what I mean? Like this is what you need to work on. And if it has to do with, business, you're going to want to go to a certain house and then make sure you're reading, Capricorn and Mercury. So if if we're talking business or we're doing this, you're going to want to watch that zodiac. So I'm going to try to depict certain stuff as we work through transits. And there'll be stories, but there's not going to be stories like that. I'm not going to read it like that. I am going to break down if the month has 31 months, I'm throwing you 31 cards. Week by week. This is what we're doing. We're working with planets, we're working with energy. And I guarantee as we go week from week, you're going to see certain things and certain major arcana because it's going to tell you that energy will be stronger. Why? Thank you, sweetie. Why? Because the moon shifts in and out. Just because we have a full moon in Aries, I don't know, I'm just working with house 1 right now, but just because we have a full moon in Aries doesn't mean 3 days later it's not in Capricorn or it's not in Gemini for the next 4 days. So when you have shifts like that, depending on where your chart is, that could be a tough few days for you too. So I wanna pinpoint certain stuff, and this is why, thank you. This is why I said it's going to be a lot of work. This is actually a full-time job. What I'm about to do, doing another full-time job. I'll figure it out, guys. So there's that. I'm just going to find ways for, just look at something differently. You need to work on this. You need to work on that. If you want to push through this week, this is what you're going to be dealing with. I don't want to read the entire stories that we've been reading because that's not beneficial. It's just not. You got competitive energy. You got people wanting to prove you wrong. You got people not learning. You got, ego getting in the way, whether you're a man or a woman. You're not seeing it. And I don't have time to hold your fucking hands. Not everybody, but a majority of people's hands as we push through these transits because it's holding other people back. And there's other people here, a majority of you, that are ready to just evolve. You cannot grow and evolve without change and without pushing through karma. This is probably we've had a lot of shit stay on the board over some time, but this one's brutal. This one's no. It's because you're dealing with a strong energy that, there's control, there's this karma, there's there's the past, it's past life. I mean, you name it. This person is dealing with this group of collectives, this person, however you're interpreting what I'm saying, but is choosing not to push through certain stuff, is choosing not to address, is choosing not to accept, is choosing. Okay, so it's it's because there's probably a lot of fixed signs. There's probably a lot of strong Aries in the chart. Okay, because Aries talks about leaderships and rulers and control and empowerment and leadership, and you know what I'm saying. But that person or that collective, they can't step into that leadership role like that if you don't even have the fucking basics down. It's in order to be happy in life, you can't just skip go. This collective reached a group of success in certain areas in their life, but never found the balance. Like a majority of us, and I'm not calling out just this group of collective. I have way more love. My love scale's way up here to my money. Two most powerful things in this universe is love and money. I don't have that balance like that either. So I'm not shitting on certain zodiacs or the scenario. It's just that's not working too much anymore because we've already outgrown. Not only did we outgrow these situations, but a majority of us are willing to push through our karma and to work on ourselves and to work on our shadow side. And the group of collectors we've been reading is not willing to do that. So not to the extent that they should be, and they know they should be, right? So we can't consistently continue to stay in that. And I want to change, and this is going to create change. And I love astrology. Again, I wanted to do astrology before I wanted to do tarot. So again, apparently I needed to do tarot first to push through my own karmic shit. I went through a lot of karmic shit with you guys. I've evolved in 4 years with you guys in front of your faces. My kids grew up in front of your faces. You know? So it's going to be a nice switch up. I'm excited. I mean, I'm excited, but I'm just like, it's going to be a lot of work. But I'm not afraid of work. You guys know that. So I'm going to have to find the balance and really get it down, you know? So, and there's still other things I want to do. I want to create decks, make apps. There's so many like little ideas I have. Like there's so much, and this energy is going to stay with me for a good 4 or 5 years. So I'm excited. You know, it's like now I can build. Now that I have the fundamentals under me, now I can build. We're ready. So, and I'm going to work with tarot for a while, but it's only to show energy. And that's what tarot's for. Energy. It's been misused for centuries and centuries, for an extremely long time. And that's why it's so taboo to people. If people stuck to what it was really for, probably wouldn't be so fucking taboo. So that's what we're gonna do. So that's what we're gonna do. And once I get everything set up, there are certain websites that I absolutely love. And Cafe Astrology, I've been telling you guys for 4 years now, an amazing site. You can go and get your birth chart for free, tell you all your transits are. Someone quits like, all right, well, we're going into the pre-shadow and blah, 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 blah. You can go to your little folder, keep a little folder, go to your little folder and be like, okay, well, you know, all right, so my Mercury is here and here and here. I'm going to teach you how to use it without it being complicated. So I'm not going to like come in and teach astrology like that. I'm just going to break it down for the basics for you to go in so you know what you're looking at and how to work with something. But when I'm talking about the research I want to do, I want to go back 10, 20 years when it comes to certain planets and big shifts and collective energy and presidential debates. And I want to go and write massive like notes. It's going to take a while because once I fucking figure that shit out, it's going to be like that. You know, not just the basics. Hey, you know, when Mercury's here, you know, with contracts, you know, make sure you're reading them twice and make sure they're getting signed, sealed, and delivered. That's the basic. If it's broken down in a certain way, you have so many astrologers out there that focus on like here and now and certain stuff. And there's got to be archives. There's got to be stuff. But I want to do my own research. So that's I'm going to be busy. And I'm okay with that. Because a year from now, or however long it takes me, 6 months from now, I'm going to break this shit down in a whole different way. Yep. I'm going to be that person that the businesses are going to want to collaborate with and be like, okay, we need this. Like we talked about last month, I mentioned it to you. There needs to be somebody that goes in that works with astrology, works with energy, works with tarot, however you want to put it. And here we go. Here's the archives. Here's the history. Here's that. And then let me see. I don't really like working with math, but I can be very good at somebody else's accounting too. I did that for a long time too. Let me see. You know what I mean? Can help a business out big time. So this can take me in so many different directions. So just like one day at a time, you know, one day at a time. So I'm excited. I'm just a little overwhelmed because there's a lot of stuff. I have a list and it's like, what do I work on first? What's going to be more beneficial for me, for the collective in the long run too. You know what I mean? So, and I still want to design tarot cards. Hands down, there's absolutely no way I won't end up doing that. You know? So, that's how we're stepping into 2022. So there's that. So, oh, you want to know what I even did too? I'll show you. Because I'm like, I just did it the other day. I was like, oh, you know, like, I got to do like a list. I got to do this. I got to, you know, yada, yada, yada. I took stones from the garden. Mind you, I froze my little fingers off. I froze my little fingers off. So, I'm gonna set these up and I'm gonna show you. Until I get something else. And to be honest with you, I might not. I love the fact that I picked up stones to do this. I'm not gonna lie. Because I will be pulling energy every day and looking at it on a weekly thing. I got sunshine on a cloudy day when it's cold outside. I got the month of May. What makes me say? Obviously, I'm going to need more room on my desk. Obviously. But here's the basics, right? Cuckoo. I know I needed something, so I didn't get it confused. I know I could simply do, you know, 7, 14, 21, 28, yada, yada, yada. But so it's easier for everybody else to see when I first start doing it. So if I read like, okay, so I can basically say, okay, Tuesdays might be a really important day for you. Zodiacs work with numbers. You work with numerology. This stuff's important and it can be valuable to you, right? So, and everybody has like a certain day. Like Mondays, for Cancers, Mondays are their best days. And I've always liked Mondays. I've never been like a Debbie Downer about Mondays, right? So it's just going to be easier to break down for me and for you. Well, maybe not for you. I'm doing it probably because it's more beneficial for me. It's easier to just, set the table up and go 7 this way and 5 down, So I did Sunday. I did my little Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. The kids are like, Ma, what are you doing? And I'm like, well, I was looking for like an old school Scrabble kit so I could write on the back of it. And then I was like, why not just grab stones? And I cleansed them and I drew on them. So that I don't think that's going to be like very distracting for you, so I'm not really worried about it. It's really for me to pin certain energies in days, because if you have a row of 5 and they all happen to be major arcana, Tuesdays are going to be important for you guys for 4 weeks. There's going to be something. Energy doesn't lie, right? So give or take a day or two. It's going to be fun. I'm going to get creative with you guys. I'm going to kind of just break it down to the basics again on so, and I've always said that in order to get to where you need to be, you can't skip steps. You really, things are just so much better broken down and simplified. And I think we forget to simplify them because of just society and how we grew, and you know what I mean, jelly beans. So, and at first when I started like really looking into this myself a couple weeks ago, I was just like, oh, I was really doing it for me. And then of course spirit was pulling me to certain things, and then I was like, wow, they're really pulling me to this angle, and it didn't really make much sense to me at the time why I was pulling the basics again. And I'm like, well, why am I pulling all this? And it's so ironic. I almost positive I mentioned in one of the other videos to you guys, like spirit will direct you. And I explained to you how like I was loving astrology, and then they pulled me to crystals, and I was like, oh motherfuckers, I wanted to stay with astrology. Like I wasn't like wicked happy I was being pulled to crystals. I'm not gonna lie to you. And then from crystals, I kept getting pulled to tarot. So sure as shit, same thing started happening with going on certain websites and just seeing astrology. And I'm like, are you guys for real pulling me back to like astrology? And I thought it was really basically like for me. But this is nice. This is a nice switch. It was a gentle switch. I mean, it's right up my alley. It's going to be right up you guys' alley. If not, you'll find a different reader. I'm not really worried about it. You know what I mean? So it was a very gentle kind of like the way they eased me into something. And I was just like, okay. And there's still so many different routes. But for now, I think this is a really good way to go. So, and I think people forget little things like that, like Mondays for cancers, and I'm using Cancer for example because I know my chart pretty well, but supposedly my lucky number is 4, although I really like 3, 5, and 7. I've never chose. I always had 3, and I liked 11. I like the odd ones. So I'll be able to point that stuff out for you guys too. I'd rather do that where it's more beneficial than to drain you guys with consistent karmic energy. And it's still going to be karma. There's still going to be stuff for me to notice. It's just going to be in a different way. And I said to myself too, I'm like, well, what about my music? And what about my animals? That shit will still come through, guys. Okay. It's time to clear the board. Time to clear the energy. And start doing things that are going to be more beneficial for us. And I have to train myself to say, okay, Aries, this is you. Okay, Capricorn, this is you. Okay, Taurus, this is you. Because I'm so used to, well, them, which is true because you guys are here and I'm dealing with other people's energy, and I've been reading it, you got people around you like this, and that's not really going to go away because it's karma. You got to kind of know what's around you too. You know what I mean? So look at my 44 in my vein. It's pretty prominent today. Oh, look at it. I was just saying Cancer's lucky numbers are 4. I got one right on my wrist. 4, 7. Sometimes it looks like a 47 and sometimes it looks like a 44. And that didn't happen until what, a couple years ago we started noticing that. I was like, damn, so obvious. So that's how we're going to step into 2022. So on another note, I haven't used these yet. So let's just see what these cards want to say. And I'm still a healer, right? So I still have to point out the obvious. That's not going to change about me. I'm a teacher. Now, clearly, you guys don't have to keep like little calendars and be like, oh, well, this day is going to be like this and da, 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 da. But, you know, you could always keep a notebook and week to week and, you know, the basics. It just depends on how it hits you. And if it's not hitting you all that week, it's because you're in it, probably in a different energy. So if we're working like on like Jupiter and yada yada, if you have more, say what, you know, Jupiter and Sag, if you have 4 placements of Taurus, you're going to want to watch Jupiter and Taurus. But say you're a Sag, Sun, and Moon, so you just, oh, I'm going to go straight to Sag. Well, no, you can't, right? Because you have more planets in Taurus. So you're going to want to watch that. That's why it's important when I start doing this, when we step into 2022 like this, the number one link I'm going to put below my reads is going to be Cafe Astrology. It is a free ass report. And it is extremely educational. It's not easy to learn your chat, so we're just going to start with basics, guys. Those basics can get you through every transit. I don't think I really shuffled this deck yet, so I'm shuffling it up. And there's going to be other areas like you probably won't want to read. Like I read for Cancer for just January real quick when I was in the Synergy report, when I was in love, because I was looking at every aspect of different topics. I don't just want to do transit to transit. I also want to do, you know, the sexual energy with Mars and what your partner may prefer, you know, because the energy shifts. Okay. So we're going to get it done. I haven't figured out what I'm going to do with Patreon yet. I'm still going to keep Soul's contract. I'm still going to keep certain stuff on Patreon. So there's so many different things you can learn on your own birth chart and how, like, I don't know how to work with this. I don't know how to work with that or yada, yada, yada. Well, you can go to that link that I'm going to post below once again, and it can tell you, and all you got to read is 2 freaking paragraphs. If you can't read 2 paragraphs to help yourself, then I don't know what to tell you. That would be a shame. I will obviously break down the basics. You know, well, this week, you know, you might want to work on this. You might want to, right? But you got to do the inner work yourselves. So I'm going to try my hardest to be like, you guys, you know, but I'm obviously going to see other stuff too, but I'm going to try my hardest. I checked out some of the most accurate sites and certain websites and certain stuff in the last week or so, and all the dates are exactly the same. It's astrology, guys. It's where our planets are going to be positioned, unless there's some shift that happens that nobody is even aware of. But that would be more like, now we're talking movies, Armageddon, and just shit, unexpected shit. You know what I mean? I could tell you month by month what's going to happen in your life for the next 5 years, just based on the transits. I'm not going out that far, but if we come across a transit, that starts at the end of January and it happens to roll for 2 years, I'll write a little calendar and I'll remind myself, maybe we'll break it down into 4. But I don't know if I'll be, just try not to get ahead of myself either. But we're just, we'll read like the first 3 months of this transit somewhat. We'll figure it out. And I still am a history buff. So, guys, I don't know where I'm going to end up, but I'm going to go the directions that feel right. And right now, this is just, it feels right. We just need to step in differently, right? So it's a nice switch versus me trying to like struggle and figure out, do I do this? Do I do this? And to be quite honest with you, the last year when I went back and read my shit, that whole, what am I going to do? And this and that, and struggling for like almost 2 years, and this, and like my approach to it was the exact approach I was supposed to get to. So I was set up to start the new cycle, the new transits. See what I'm saying? This is why you should go back in at least the last year or so and go over your own chart. Take a day and do it. Take a day for yourself and do it. What do you have to lose? You're just educating yourself. You'll be like, oh shit. I don't have to prove it to you guys. You prove it to yourselves. Do the inner work. And you escape through these transits that people are intimidated by. And you escape through with ease. I'd rather skate through with ease and know how to use it rather than not. It is a tool. It was given to us way before anything else on this earth. That's how they used to tell time. All right, I think we're ready. All right. Rest of December, the rest of December. A little bit of Monica in my life. Okay, you guys got that song again. This song has been coming in for almost a year off and on for you guys. Okay. Rest of December. I am going to read these upright because this is a brand new deck. I have not even had time to look at it. So I might be a little quiet because I might get hypnotized. Biggie, 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 can't you see? Sometimes you will just hypnotize me. So I do feel sneaky energy with the 9 of Pence, believe it or not. Like I'm big bad. I'm big bad, and I'm everywhere. And I don't know what song that is either. Yeah, because see, these were both reversed. Something didn't go in someone's direction or is not going in somebody's direction. Rest of December, please. Thanks, sweetie. Six of Swords. Five of Wands. You might hit a little bump in the road. I don't know if you just got in a fight with somebody or the energy is starting to settle. But there's still some type of mental conflict that hasn't been cleared up. I don't think it's being dismissed. Could be, but Four of Cups reversed, Three of Pentacles upright. Teamwork coming together. There's a little bit of anger. It's above, so below with Justice is what I just picked up on. But missed opportunity. Four of Cups reversed is you feel like you missed an opportunity. Focus was elsewhere. Too much focus on one thing or another. There could have been a contract that was already put into place. There's definitely like an internal disruption here. Strong Aquarius here too. Could just be Mars, but got Sagittarius. No, that's not Sagittarius. Where the fuck's my head? What is the High Priestess? Pisces? Holy shit, my brain. Right? Pisces? Holy shit, what is happening right now? It almost took me on an astrological thing, which, because I instantly saw, I'm just staring at the water barrier, right? Which is Aquarius, which is Mars. And then the Major Arcana came out and I almost forgot. So could be strong Pisces, but I called out Sag. But High Priestess is all about using your intuition. It could be, what did I almost call her or him? Begin with an M. High Priest is all about using your intuition, inner knowing. It's your spiritual journey. It's could be a reader here. Some of you guys are reading. When you're reading, you could be reading up on Mars. You can be pulling a lot of Aquarius energy right now, but it's because of Mars. This could be something hidden because it just pulled me back to the sneakiness too. And a majority of you, that snake that I've been reading ended up being a male energy coming at you. Like not in their feminine energy. It has to do with the masculine and feminine energies of one person. feel like you're trying to connect something because I want to connect those. And typically, I don't like putting the cards like that. A little bit of Monica in my life. Stars. Hold on, guys. I'm sorry. Hi, sweetie. Oh, damn. Shit. Is it for, don't say anything out loud, I'm on YouTube and I just put you on speakerphone. It's the password for my email, correct?
Yeah, for the mystical moment.
Shit, okay. I want to say I just changed this, so I'm going to send you 3.
The 4.
Okay, don't say anything out loud.
It worked.
What, you're in?
Yeah.
All right, perfect. All right, I love you.
So it's that.
Huh, it was that? All right, perfect.
4 in capital.
Yep, I know. And then the 4 at the end. The 4. Okay. All right, girlfriend, I love you. I'll text you before I go to bed.
Okay, love you.
All right, love you more. Bye. Sorry, guys, this is my daughter. But I said the stars. This is the star. But see, they already got me in astrology world. I love it. I'm not going to lie. There's a connection. I don't think it's hidden. I don't know why you wanted to hide something. I don't. Do not engage right now with whatever this might be regarding. I wouldn't in the month of December. I wouldn't, because if there was some type of argument, or, which that's so weird, I almost said beef. So some of you guys might use the word there was just some type of beef. There's still competitive energy, and it doesn't need to be another person. It's just somebody is competitive, like they're competing against you, which is foolish. Unless you're an athlete, I almost said Aflac. Unless you're an athlete, there's no reason. And unless you're doing like a timed mathematical test and you're battling your friend in freaking 2nd grade, there's just no reason for it. So, because they're still battling something, right? So I don't know if you took yourself out of energy, they got themselves out of energy. I don't know. It's like getting yourselves out of energy, but it's like there was a tiff or an argument, but it's still not resolved. Yeah, whatever it is, there's still anger. You missed an opportunity. You missed a package in the mail. You missed something, an email. It's a little too late. I don't, it's something. But it's like your own fault. It could be as simple as like a package you knew you were supposed to be home and you weren't, or you were supposed to update something and you didn't, You missed something. So I still get the sneaky. I'm still seeing the sneaky eye. Yeah, see 10 of Swords. But it's like, I don't know why you're holding on to this pain or this mental anguish. Like, I don't like that. I'm not looking at that like that. I hope that switches every time I use this deck. There's a contract that's definitely over. You could be being guided, but you didn't listen to your gut with the intuition, with the Pisces, but smart enough to know that you should have listened to your gut. This could be someone in the public eye. This could be a reader in the public eye, because the star is about, wishes, desires, hopes, people in the public eye. And I typically don't read that card like that, but I see public. This could be a reader. It could be anybody on YouTube. It could be someone's doing spiritual work. It'd be spiritual work because it's the high priestess. They have that connection to the stars. This could be you, so don't let something come in and disrupt your ass either, because you just got out of something. Someone might be coming in for a second opportunity. We do have Mercury right around the corner. I think the shadow side starts around January 4th. Don't quote me, but I think it does. I've been doing so much research, I haven't been fixated on one thing or another yet. I don't even know where I'm going to start. So, could be somebody here in the public eye. They could be watching you, stalking you, looking at your photos. Queen of Wands. What is that Queen of Wands looking at? What is that Queen of Wands looking at? See, you could be a Sag, because I said Sag right there. That's a Sag. Could be just Sag energy. Placement in your chart right now. It's the energy you're working with, feeling yourself. Yeah, so you're looking at somebody like the fucking liar. You're like, back the fuck up. Liar, liar, pants on fire. So childish. You could be dealing with a very childish energy here with the death card. You're like, yeah, no, done. I don't know if, because this is about transformation too, right? But not with the Ace of Swords reversed and the hand being out. Yeah, you're like, yeah, no. So you could be feeling yourself. Your energy could have shifted, anything like that. And now somebody's seeing it and they're just like, shit. But there is, shit's just not resolved. So don't get swindled. Don't get tricked. This is somebody who wants the upper hand. We're still working with karma, guys. I will tell you, today is the last day of the karmic transit, though. I should have came in explaining that. So that the residuals are going to be on the board for a couple days. If you don't push through it, you still got a lot of pushing through to do. But if you got an energy kind of not coming correct, or you're not coming correct as if you're going towards somebody, it's just not a thing right now, if that makes sense. Because you're like, nope. Or this is a missed opportunity. It could be anyone from your past. It doesn't have to be a recent past. It could be from 4 years ago. You could be like, nope. Last time I talked to you, you lied. It ended in fucking shambles. Too many Karens, too many Peters. Like it, you know what I'm saying? You're like, nope. You don't trust it. And I feel like somebody here is like, they don't trust me. They don't trust me. Well, there's a reason for that. You got to gain trust. You got to earn trust. So you could have betrayed somebody. This energy is no longer feeling betrayed. But if they think about it, they feel betrayed. I don't think there's a grudge here. I don't see anything like that yet. But there's still like a battle. Still stuff that needs to be discussed, talked about. It's not being hashed out. Nothing can be transformed in this energy. What? Because somebody went on their merry way, or is just no longer dealing with drama or your drama. They left the scene. If you were to step back in, it's still drama. The drama just didn't go away. So I do feel like the women are in Sagittarius energy, which is a beautiful energy to be in. Men could be too, but okay. We have the Lovers reversed. The Sun reversed with a Death card. God damn. Sorry for my language. Holy shit. 3 major arcana. And the Devil reversed. Holy shit. You're surrounded by something. You're surrounded by bullshit right now. As people are wrapping up karmic cycles. Okay. The Sun reversed, no growing, no one's evolving, nothing's growing, there's no one's happy. The Lover's decisions aren't being made, decisions need to be made. This could be something that was hidden, that could be coming to light, but this wouldn't be coming to light. This would be somebody knowing something needs to come to light, but yeah, it's not coming to light yet. You know what I mean? Like it's over. Like you can't transform dirt. There's no seeds in this dirt. Nothing grew. If this was upright, something would have grew. Nothing grew. There was never flow. Nothing ever flowed. You could have had the Sun. You could have had a special soulmate connection. You could have had it all with some type of soulmate with the Lovers. I don't know if you want to transform it or it's done. Or if this is just something from your past you're leaving behind you. But I feel it's a couple different energies because it's like still being torn. And you're surrounded. This is someone spiritual for sure. Because you're surrounded by spirit. Like it's almost like it's out of your hands, but I don't see you fussing about it, because if you were fussing about it, you wouldn't come in as the Queen of Wands. So you have energy around you. Like you can go towards the sun, you can go towards the stars, you can take like a different route, a different path. See, and this was connected, so it's like leaving something behind. I don't know. I feel like the other energy left something behind too, but like big time reflection. Like they're in retrospection right here too. Reflection, Mingia. So if there was a seed, it wasn't planted properly. It like I said, there was no water, no one nurtured anything. The Sun's reversed. It didn't get nurtured. It was in the dark the entire time. And Lovers is a beautiful past life connection, a soulmate, a life partner. It's a beautiful energy to have. It's a beautiful love to have. Not everybody gets it, and I know I've said that plenty of times, but it's the truth. King of Cups. Masculine energy around you. King of Cups is somebody who's in their emotions. Tell me about the King of Cups real quick. Justice. I want to say wanting to do the right thing, but I think it's more of a karmic situation with the Seven of Wands here. This is somebody who's extremely guarded, not doing the right thing. Or you're not doing the right thing when it comes to a math. I don't know. That's tough. Seven of Swords, lies, deception, manipulation, sabotage. They sabotage a situation. There was definitely deception because you feel stabbed in the back. Or it's, get out of there. Max, get out of there. You never go in there. Max just went into Sheldon's enclosure, which he never does. Sheldon's been hibernating since last weekend. Again, this is somebody who portrayed you, lied. It's not good. Someone's trying to move forward without like speaking the truth. Not sure how you feel, what's going on, because this is somebody that was just all about themselves. So they sabotaged a situation, or they just lied, betrayed you. Like they definitely, I heard, did you dirty. And you got the Chariot reverse, so it came to a complete halt. Someone didn't treat someone right. Someone missed an opportunity, didn't want to see something, or they just didn't want the opportunity at the time. However it rolls for you guys, but like you asked me, it's like the feminine, a complete, like it came to a complete halt with the Chariot reverse. Like there was nothing triumphant about this. There was no success. The past was still being dragged into the present moment, because the Chariot's all about, moving past the past, being triumphant, success. You could have been dealing with somebody who did not want any type of commitment, did not want to share their feelings. There's no feelings here. There's no love. There's no commitment. There's nothing here talking about a relationship at all. Someone could have caught feelings but still wasn't doing the right thing. So don't get tricked with this Six of Swords. There's a trickster here. And there's a trickster in your midst. I don't see no apologies. I see lies. I see sabotage. I see somebody in their feelings but not talking about them. I see somebody not listening to their gut. Someone put an end to something. Something didn't grow. It didn't evolve. Nothing was flowing. I don't know if you try to get one on someone, whatever that saying is, one past something, someone, something like that. I don't know. It's like a swindling energy. Someone thought they was Slick Rick with the Six of Pence. I don't know what that's about. There's no balance. King of Pence reverse. That's someone that put zero effort into something. So I don't, that Six of Pence is so fucking random. So fucking random. It has no place there. There's no balance. This is a gift. I'm reading this strongly as a gift right now, and it's not a spiritual gift. Like it's a gift. Like someone wants to gift you. Like I don't know if you think they're lying, but if somebody wants to give you a gift, like what the fuck is this? So somebody from your past might come in with some type of gift. And I don't know if they think it's just going to smooth things over. That's a gift. It's like this feels so weird being there. Like it shouldn't be there. Right? I don't know how to explain it. What is this Six of Swords? What is this gift? It's actually Six of Pence is what I meant. Oh, you have another 6 up there. Starting with the 6, ending with the 6. 6 is a number. They could be harmony too, but the Moon and the 3 of Swords. It's still hidden from you. And it's painful, but it's past pain. There's something from the past that's still hidden from you. Clearly, someone wants balance. There's some type of gift here, but it's still being hidden from you. Or they're hiding how they feel. Somebody's extremely emotional. Somebody wants balance. They want peace. They want harmony, but they're hiding how they feel. And that's just not going to cut it. With the Hierophant reverse. So there's no structure there. If someone's looking for structure, there's zero structure there. So I would stop seeking structure or stability or balance with somebody, because there's something still being kept from you. Is how they feel about you. This is somebody who put zero effort into something. This could be somebody who wants to come back and apologize and offer you some type of gift, and this is what you went through. But it's like, where's the apology? Where's the conversation? Like, I'm just like baffled with this energy right now. I'm like in disbelief why somebody could think they could even come back like this and make something work. I don't know if every time they try, you keep getting in an argument, but that's because this one energy, whoever you guys are dealing with, or you're sabotaging it and you're not talking about it, and that's not going to cut it. You can't come at a high priestess and not explain what went down. This energy already knows what went down. They could have just got out of a relationship. They could have got out of, they could be breaking up with an energy, and they're sad and they don't want you to know, and they're trying to hide it, or they're trying to hide a gift, a surprise. But it's like there's too much past. The 3 of Cups it's like being stabbed in the heart 3 times. Like, this isn't even current pain. This is past pain. Current pain is 5 of Cups. There's no 5 of Cups here. Skipping steps. Skipping steps. There's like milestones to push through here, and it's fucking over here kicking rocks. So if they do want to make something right, they do want to transform something, they did sabotage something, but this is energy that's just not straightforward. So you have an energy here. You got one energy that's clearly moving forward. Well, I think every energy is trying to push through and move forward, but tell me about this Queen of Wands. She could be pushing you away. I don't know who she is to you, but this energy is like pushing you away, just like, no, lying. To me, you want someone to trust you, but why would anybody fucking trust you? Queen of Cups. Could be dealing with a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Someone who wears the heart on the sleeve, somebody that's emotionally tuned in. So she's just loving life, feeling herself. Queen of Wands energy is Sag. It's beautiful energy. It's you're feeling yourself. You're on fire. You're loving yourself. You got the Empress. You're holding yourself in high regards. Like, you couldn't fuck with me if you wanted to type energy, right? So that energy is just chilling. She's pushing away love. She's like, no. She's not even guarded. She's just like, no. She knows her worth. So it does look like somebody's still trying to come in and one up you, versus I'm sorry and I love you and I can't believe it did this and I can't believe I kept you in the dark, and maybe you're just dealing with somebody who's not in tune with their emotions. Aquarians are not in tune with their emotions. But they have a shit ton of emotions, right? They'd rather just give you a gift to show you that they're sorry, but that's not going to cut it with an Empress. That's not the way to the Empress's heart. She already shut down the emotions. It's like you're looking to get that fire back. You're looking to get that love again, and you're not going to, because this feminine energy is holding herself in very high regards. It's not a thing. She's not thinking about, dick or coochie. She's taking care of herself. If you think you're gonna get one over on her like that, that's not a thing. She blocked the emotions. You're not getting that either. It doesn't look like you're getting much, but you have other energy around you that sabotaged the situation and lied and was extremely deceptive, and there was too many Peters or too many Karens. And it's like every time they come in, it's like you argue, but that's because this energy you have an energy around you that won't own what they did. They're not apologizing. They're not, it's like nothing. It's like wanting to sweep it under the rug. There's no way this energy doesn't know that where's the decency? Where's the common courtesy to apologize? Where's the common courtesy to sit down and have a conversation? Where's the common courtesy to be vulnerable, to be real? Like, that's not here yet. Okay. And granted, it could come. There's only a few more days, or it can come on its own, but someone's mind's in the gutter. But there's only a few more days, and we are pushing through this karmic energy. So this is somebody where I am picking up on the vibe. They want a lot more. And they're just, I don't know if it's just, I'll give you a gift and hopefully we don't got to talk about the past pain. We don't, and it's like, no, that's not a thing. The Empress lives here and now, but she still deserves the respect of what the fuck went down. Like, what the fuck went down in the last 10 months, 3 weeks? Like, what went down? And this one, this high priestess, whomever you're dealing with, or I still can't tell if that's a secret or not, but regardless, it would make sense that it would fail, that it would crumble if something was kept a secret anyway. But she knows nothing grows. She looks towards the sun. She knows she's got to work with the dark and the light to have balance too. She definitely knew who you were, and she definitely knows her worth. But she made a firm decision. She's not unaware that you have feelings for her, or that you've been hiding a lot of stuff from her. It was a very unjustified situation. And yes, this energy does want to come in and make it right. But, again, who am I to say how something goes down? But, I mean, from my experience and how I hold myself, I wouldn't accept this. It's almost like you're asking, it's like gluten for punishment. Whatever that saying is just came to me. You're glutton for punishment. You'd definitely be starting another cycle. Because that's exactly what just came to me. You'd be glutton for punishment. What is this? 3 of Pence. Yeah, King of Pence. Somebody that could have just been focused all on work, or someone that wants to give something now. Again, another gift, a contract, put effort in. So I see it. I know they want to do it, but the approach is just, you could be dealing with a moneymaker too. Someone's just so focused on work. With the Magician reverse, but this energy is not manifesting nothing right now. This is 4 of Cups. And there is sneaky energy here. I think a lot of you just don't see it, and I think that's why I said you'd be glutton for punishment. I'm not going to lie. It's like a false start, or like lies. 5 of Cups reversed. Well, it's better than it being upright. That's to me, they could be, self-pity right now with judgment because somebody made a bad judgment call. So the energy you're dealing with definitely made a bad judgment call. What's up, Buttercup? Looks like you let a cat in. This isn't even necessarily like an I'm sorry. I would have to see like the Page of Cups and other stuff on the board. We're not even at an I'm sorry yet. This person wants to apologize, but you're not getting one. And it's not that they think you don't deserve it. It's just not somebody who's in tune with their emotions. So therefore, it's not a thing. You can't come out of Queen of Wands and Empress and a Queen of Cups and show zero emotion. Especially if you're dealing with Cancerian. They're all about emotion. It's their nature. They take care of the household. They wear their heart on their sleeve. They're loving. They're nurturing. It's who they are. She's not asking too much. It's her propensity. It's who she is. I also feel like Spirit's going to make a judgment call here too. To be quite honest with you, because there's two people here. And there's a new contract. And it's sitting next to a contract. Could be a little too late. Could be a new contract already set in place, set in motion. Somebody new could be stepping into the scene. That could be a card of dating too. Nah, it's usually 3 of Cups, not the 3 of Pentacles. That's a contract. Well, you're not really crying over spilt milk anymore, but it's still kind of victim mode. Because you're not out of it yet either. So you either made a bad judgment call or somebody else already made a judgment call regarding this situation. It's like, I'd love to say like the delay is over, but no. You see, you got the Devil too. It's some type of control. I want answers. I want this. What are you doing? You're not giving somebody like your attention, and it's stir crazy. But this is somebody who won't change their perspective. It's like I said, it's like a stickler. Like there's control issues here. It's my way, but they don't want it to be over either. It's like they know they can't have their cake and eat it too, but they still want to try. It's almost like they're testing you, which is a shame because they got no shot in HELL to even test the Empress. The Empress, the High Priestess, just gonna be like, I ain't playing this fucking game. This baloney. It's like we got baloney on the board. Like straight up fucking lunch meat. Baloney. Slap the fucking baloney. For real. Careful. What's the 6 of Swords? This is because somebody took themselves out of mental energy, like left the drama behind, the games, the manipulation, the control, you name it. Yeah, see, Temperance. This is somebody who found the balance, healing from a situation, found the balance. So careful, because the minute you move forward, okay, I could switch this real quick too, because the minute you move forward, which is exactly what you probably did, laying the weight down, there was just too many burdens, too many burdens carried. Or again, Sag energy, strong Sag energy. But the minute you lay the burdens down, somebody wants to come in and cause conflict. Nobody likes when somebody moves on, You could have a new work contract, or you're going to meet somebody. Or to me, this is somebody that's like, all right, I want to put the effort in now, only because they missed an opportunity because they made a bad judgment call. But you already were stabbed in the back. They sabotage it. They've lied to you. They treated you like you were the Queen of Wands. So this was somebody that was around, would rather be around for a little time, not a long time. Nothing grew, nothing flew. There was no flow. There was no balance. There was nothing successful about the situation. Stuff was hidden. Now they want to gift you because something came to a complete halt. I will tell you too, if you let this go the right way, you're going to get that King of Cups because justice is upright. Some of you, somebody new's coming in. And it could be a life partner. Because this is like a glutton for punishment, a little too late. Maybe not for everybody, but it's just what the cards are showing for the rest of December. It does look like they do want to come in and make something right, but some of you, it's a no-go. There's no way you're transforming this situation. And this is somebody new. What is this? Justice and King of Cups. Somebody more suited for you. It's almost like your call. You might have multiple suitors. The Knight of Swords. Yeah, somebody, you could be meeting them. Somebody you bump into. There's definitely a new masculine here. With the Knight of Pence. It could be work. Could be working, or you're talking, or social media. This would be talking. This would be like, oh, like it's the Knight of Pence and the Knight of Swords with the King of Cups. Like it can turn into something. It's justice. It's like what you asked for is something going in your direction after an ending, but needing to let it go. So some of you, this is somebody brand new. Make sure you don't sabotage it. Make sure you don't put something on hold. Or you already started talking to this energy, or somebody you met or something. It's someone that you're aligned with. It's an alignment. It might throw you off. Or this energy is going to come in and try to throw you off. This energy is going to come in and try to throw you off kilter. If you're not happy with me, you're not being happy at all. It's like misery loves company. You'd be glutton for fucking punishment if you even consider going backwards in the month of December. Or this can be a new work thing. No, because this is like you moving on, finding your balance, healing. It's like the Two of Cups, all in modern. Like it's having the right tempo, right? And then it's like bam. Whoever missed an opportunity with you, they either didn't want it at the time, or they couldn't at the time. But they probably could have, because this is instead of telling you the truth, they purposely sabotaged. They purposely lied. You got stabbed in the back, whether you're aware of it or not. Someone definitely did you dirty. And the truth, it needs to be told if this energy even wants to come in. But I don't even think they're trying to tell you the truth. You might just be shutting them down because you're like, no fucking way, I don't want to hear it. You know what I mean? Like, already. Something, write me a song. I got my. I forget who sings that. I know this. I don't know it, but I got the tune down. Dun, 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 trying to write me a song or something. Dun, 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 dun. Fucking. So you do have someone from the past coming back around. You also have somebody new too. I don't know if it's work or work that turns into love. It's something that goes in your favor though. Someone's going to want to talk about some type of situation and ground a situation. It can be all one energy, but it does look like different energy. There'd have to be a massive shift They would have to come in with emotions. They would have to come in with balance. They would have to come in with vulnerability. They would have to want to transform. It'd have to be a complete turnaround. It's not that if there was a complete turnaround, it's not that this energy is incapable of doing it. They are, because if they are coming in as a complete turnaround, they would be coming in as the King of Pence, solid, stable, reliable. But there's that big but. Because this is like the Chariot's still reversed. It came to a halt. It's like, yeah, no. I don't know. This isn't even a barrier. This is just no. It's really, it's not even an emotional barrier. It's just a no. Nope. Yeah, I wouldn't even ask yourself why. There's so many reasons why. Every category that has to do with relationship failed. Every category. I'm gonna write you a song, dun, 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 something we can go along. Mingya. I don't know that song. I'm gonna write you a song. Dun, 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 dun. Do, 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 do. That song's saying a lot, but I don't know what song that is. Oh, if you're riding solo into the new year, you're good. I don't even worry about it. I feel you on that. Like your Empress Sag, your Taurus, Sag, and Cancer. Like mentally, you're already like, no, you're not having it. You're pretty much the magician. You have every aspect. I wouldn't even worry about it. I'm gonna write you a song. I'm gonna write you a letter. Dun, 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 dun. Shit. Mingya. I don't know that song. I should have wrote you a song. But all I hear is I shoulda. I shoulda. Yeah, cooler than me. You think you're cooler than me. Yes, that's it. Let's get the lyrics. Thank you. Someone thinks they're cooler. I don't know. Their lyrics for cooler than me. I could have wrote you a song to make you fall in love. I would really hear you I could really use you under my arm. I used up all my tricks. I hope you like this, but you probably won't. You think you're cooler than me. You got designer shades and you hide your face and you're wearing, it sounds just like this, guys, right? But I don't think, you're not on your high horse. See, someone thinks you're on a high horse. You're not on a high horse. This is called self-respect. So there's already a problem. This person is skipping so many steps. If I could write you a song and make you fall in love, I would have already had you into my arm. I used the, yeah, it's like using up all your tricks. I got you all figured out. You need someone's eyes just feel you seeing behind your makeup. Nobody knows you. Nobody knew you are. I could write you a song. Got your heads in the clouds if I can write you. And it's just like the same thing over and over. It repeats itself 4 fucking times. I don't know if you went through 4 fucking cycles with this person. I got sign shades. Someone thinks like they think you're cooler than them. Well, meaning they think that you think you're acting like you're cooler than them. And it's like, that's not what's happening here. It's just you got self-respect. So this person's still dealing with their own shadow. They're dealing with their own insecurities. You know what I mean? Unless this person thinks they're better than you, but I don't think so. I don't know what that song's about. What is that song about? Maybe that would give us a little more info, because that just repeated the same fucking lyrics over and over. It was released in 2010. He went to Duke University. It was written in a dorm room, inspired by a type of woman he encountered on campus. Hold on. The song was written at Duke University dorm room, is inspired by types of women that he encountered over the campus, he recalled on one of his on one of the radio shows. I can't tell you like after the song came out how many girls from my past came out of the woodwork. They were all like, I know that song, it's all about me. He's like, you're so vain. It's not about you. But now that you're saying that, it kind of is. So you could have a playboy on your hand, a player, someone who thought they could play you, or somebody who never stepped out of player energy. It's like all they knew. Like, and it's like, you think the song's about you. You think this, it's almost like saying you think the story is about you, but it might not even be about you. This could be about your past. It doesn't even have to be your current past. So I don't know what that's about. How many people came out of the woodwork? Yeah, see, there's multiple men coming out of the woodwork, guys. I don't even see women like that. I see multiple men coming back at you. Don't get sidetracked. It's like you're on a roll. Do not get sidetracked. Ladies, you do not need a man to walk into 2022. And men, if you're in the feminine energy, same thing. If you're my men and you're my OGs, you do not need a woman to walk into 2022. So I don't know if like they think they got the upper hand, they think they're cooler than you, if they think that you think, or they think that you're thinking you're on cloud nine, you're cooler than them, but it's like, nah, that's all about respect. So you got an energy that's still in their ego, just like all the women in the pride in their ego. You know what I mean? Oh, that song was written about me. It's like, oh yeah, that's great, chick. You really want that song to actually even be about you? You know what I mean? That there's so much pride and ego there. It doesn't matter what side it's on. But it's like, you're so vain. Bet you think this song is about you. Don't you? Don't you? Yeah, it's like, fuck that shit. Don't you dare wait in vain either. Maybe that's the female singing it to the man. You're so vain. I bet you think this song is about you. Don't you? Don't you? How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days. Except they fall in love in the end. But you got people coming out of the woodworks. Do not let anybody distract you. Like, you're on your game. And it's not a mental game, an emotional game. You're on your game. Do not let anybody distract you going into this transit. So I don't know if somebody thinks they're better, they think they're better than you. Oh, look, there we go with the snake again, right? The snob energy, male or female. They think maybe the man thinks they're better than you. I don't fucking know. But if the man's still thinking they're better than you, then I'm telling you right now, this man is still in their ego. Because why would you be competing? Like I said, this is a man that's trying to compete with a woman when you guys had a beautiful connection with the lovers. See how fucking foolish that is? You were dealing with a man that was trying to compete with you. Like, why? For what? Probably because you're dealing with somebody who likes control. So instead of looking at you as an equal, they probably try to control the situation. And I'm telling you, there is multiple people here. I can feel it. So there is people coming out of the woodworks. Okay? I don't know if they're going to try to create some type of balance or give you some type of gift. But with the moon, there's still some type of deception, pain. There's still something from the past that you don't know about, that you need to know about, but somebody just wants to fix something by sweeping something under the rug. Like, fuck no. And right here, see, I'm telling you, with justice, you have someone coming at you. You might even meet them before New Year's. because that's the rest of December. And this justice is upright. And we had 4 different energies come out right there. 4. And this could be an energy too. You could be meeting a Sag. You could be meeting a Sag, a Capricorn, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, any zodiac. We have every zodiac here. But again, it's all people coming out of the woodwork. Like they see you doing good, like being in the spotlight, doing good, feeling yourself. This is misery loves company. You'd be glutton for punishment. Don't fucking do it. It's a big warning. Don't do it. Do not entertain your past. And I'm not saying entertaining your past is a bad thing, but right now, do not entertain your past. Some of you, this might linger till January 5th, because I see the star, which is reminding me of New Year's, the New Year's ball. So they might roll in first week of January. 7/7. I don't know, but I'd be real careful. You don't want nobody from your past right now. You're vibing high. That's what's happening. You're vibing high. You're in the spotlight. And even if you're not in the spotlight, you're in the spotlight on social media, YouTube, work, family, friends. And this energy there's jealousy. They're just not happy. It's like, oh, if you're not gonna, like, this isn't like, oh my God, I'm realizing something. I'm having an epiphany and I don't want her to be with another man. That's not what this is. There's no sincerity here. You'd be glutton for punishment. Okay? We're talking like lunch meat, guys, bologna. Okay? This is like, what do you want in your backpack? What do you want in your lunchbox, buddy? I'd take a bologna and cheese sandwich, please. Okay. I'm going to put a napkin in there for you, too, okay? Don't forget to use your napkin. Oh, Ma, can I have chips, please? Can I have chips with my bologna sandwich? Like, I can see someone, like, with a freaking high C pack. Like, the little jugs back in the day. You know what I mean? Like, it's just mature energy. It's like they're a king, but they're coming in as knights. There's no maturity here. And that energy would think they're better than you or cooler than you, sitting on their little fucking high horse. Well, they can fucking stand there. It's like they might as well become a fucking gargoyle because they ain't fucking getting nowhere. And it's not because you're better than them. You know? So it could be somebody at your work too, guys. There could be competition at your work. And not as in like guys or lovers, like somebody wanting your position. Like this conflict between management, or you know what I'm saying? If you happen to travel to work, if you happen to travel for work and for some reason you miss a train, a plane, you miss something, there's a reason for that. Maybe you should stay at the station a little longer. You might bump into something or someone. Because I feel like somebody misses a train, a plane, trains, plane, automobile, work, something. Like, I feel like someone's missing something here. But then it works out for you. You could be having a bad day thinking about the past. You could be traveling and you're not traveling for good reasons. It could be dealing with family or friends, and you're going to get there and it's chaos and it's drama. You're going to visit a friend across seas. Your friend's feeling down. If you miss the first flight, don't worry about it. This might be somebody on a plane that you sit next to because there's travel there. This is someone just trying to steal your thunder. This is going into early January, but not too early into January. I will tell you, January 14th is a key date for you guys, though. Could be January 3rd, too. There's something with the first week of January. Could be January 3rd, the 7th. There's definitely there's something definitely with a 14. All right. You think you're cooler than me. And if I'm singing that, I feel like, hold on. Think you're cooler than me. You got designer shades in. Maybe it's the other way around. Maybe I don't know. I really don't know. I don't know. However that song is for you. I think they think that, I don't know. I feel like they feel like the woman just thinks they're better. Like, you're cooler than me. And it's like, the fuck are you talking about? Like, that's the vibe I get. Like, what are you talking? Like, that energy is so down to earth. You know what I mean? Spiritual. You're not going to get a spiritual hoe or anybody on the high horse. There's someone extremely spiritual here. They're not on the fucking spiritual women that have reached Empress status are not on a fucking high horse. So you are dealing with somebody or multiple people. And they come across you when you're in the spotlight, or they come across you on social media, or a old school picture, like multiple people coming out of the woodworks. Ladies, for everybody, it's universal energy. So, and if you're my OG and you're men, you're in the same energy. Just flip it. That energy is still in the ego. And that was such like a down to earth energy. That's not high maintenance. That it's such a down to earth energy. It just goes to show that that person like has their walls up. You know what I mean? Like it's mind blowing because the energy I saw from the feminine is so fucking down to earth. Would never think anybody's better than somebody else, unless there's for real competition in work, and that would be the only time that you would compete. And I wouldn't even see you competing. You would just, hand in what you need to hand in and call it a day, and it's in spirit's hands. So you'd be glutton for punishment. So be careful, because it's not just one person coming back from the past, guys. It's not. And I got goosebumps. You got more than one person hitting you up. So I'd be real careful. Maybe none of them are any good. Maybe one of them is. I don't know what to tell you, but I'd roll into 2022 just worrying about your damn self. Okay? All right. Well, I love you guys. And I'll see you when I see you, which will probably be Friday morning. Okay. All right. Well, there's that. Love you. Have a fantastic night. I'll see you soon. Bye, guys.